this is some new development that I saw on Twitter. And I don't know if it's true or not as of right now when I read this post, because I also watch Ultra Chen TV with, of course, James Chen and David Graham on Grand Blue Fantasy versus Release. And apparently, according to David, there were some conflicting issues, talks about it, that some say, yeah, it is true, and some say it's not true. So right now, I don't know at the time of this recording, but what am I talking about? And if you're looking at this right now, is that somebody on Twitter, and disclaimer, if you notice why there's no name such, is for their own privacy concern. I mean, if you want to know, I'm going to put the link in the description box on this particular Twitter post, but it could already been updated with something else. But just like a little bit of tidbit, when I post something from Twitter or even Facebook or whatever, I always going to remove the name for their own privacy concern. If you want to know who they are, again, the links in the description box, there you go. But when it comes to my video, out of consideration, I do remove them. So with that, so this person wrote, first of all, he retweeted a previous post that said, okay, big update. Despite the box writing, they only have Chinese. The menus in the Hong Kong version are in English. Go for it. Hashtag Grand Blue Fantasy versus. Okay, so when they meant Chinese, I'm going to say Hong Kong, because Chinese version, Thailand version, or whatever. I could be wrong here, so just bear with it. I'm going to assume it's Asian territory, and a lot of times it's associated with Hong Kong territory because that's Asian. And yes, Asian type game do have English, like, words, like, it's in English. And yes, believe it or not, during Christmas, props to Play Asia, I bought some games from the Asian territory, Super Robot War T and V, and yes, they have English text. So if they're talking about the English version with English text, then I can understand that. So, and again, the reason why this person posted, because again, like I said, March 3rd is the US release, and apparently another update is that Marvel had said, in the case with the European release, they have no date yet, but you can somehow pre-order the game. Again, I don't know what's going on. So if you want it as soon as possible, you don't care about the voices, but you want at least to understand in English. Apparently, the Chinese version, you can change it to English text or Hong Kong. Again, I don't know about that one. And then another update is Hong Kong, which is HK, also has US voices. Laugh out loud, there's no reason for more delay in the West. Alright, so the Hong Kong version, again, Asian version has English text. Maybe it's different than the US, who knows? I don't know what's going on there. So, again, if this is true, that the Hong Kong version has English dub, maybe the grammar's not going to be good on the Hong Kong version versus the US version. Again, I don't know, but a little bit of consideration that was going on. So I don't know. Again, is it true or not? For me right now, I have to wait and see if there's more info coming up, because according to David Graham from Ultra Trend TV, he said that some people said yes, some people said no. So again, who knows? And then another one, someone says, if you're looking at the same image, someone posted this on Discord, and I don't feel like typing out this again. So here's a screenshot, which, apologies if I didn't put it, but again, links in the description box for this particular Twitter post. I'm not saying this is good, but it's kind of understandable. So I don't know what it is. I didn't really check what it is. Apologies again there. But the bottom line is, if it is true that the Hong Kong version or the Asian version has not only maybe English text and also English dub, then there is something about that. I don't know. Maybe it's a different voice. Maybe the text is different localization, different translation. Again, who knows? I don't know. And for people who don't understand why sometimes it can be worldwide release, again, localization is not that easy peasy. It is possible to do a worldwide release at the same time, localize the game. Yes, some games have done that. Nintendo done it with their games. Capcom, Konami, Square Enix. But those are big. Those are big companies. Cygames are not big. They're known for one of the best mobile game developer. Grand Blue Fantasy is a mobile game that also going to be the PS4 eventually. When anyway, yeah, they're not that big. Xseed is not a big company. They're not a big localization team. They're part of Marvelous. Marvelous is a Japanese company that has some part in Europe, which is Marvelous, and in the US is Xseed. That's why. Again, I don't know how I feel about this, but it is what it is there. So I might do a follow-up if something really big happened. But for me personally, as of right now, again, I have no problem with the release date. I'm not participating in any tournament. And yes, it's been confirmed that Grand Blue Fantasy Versus will be on EVO 2020. Again, that's good. I'm excited to see top player, but again, at least for me, if I ever buy the game, it's going to have English dub. Again, that's my always consider it. That's all my concern about it. For the top players, I do feel for you if that's a frustration. If it is a problem, again, like I said, one or two things. One really is, talk to Exit, talk to Cygames, say, is there any way to release it early? Or two, for future game, maybe for Arc System Works. Tell Arc System Works that, hey, look, is there a possible way to create a competition version of whatever game? So maybe Guilty Gear Strive, a competition version, competitive version, Evo version, fighting version, bareboat, all it is, just so they can release it early, no story mode, no nothing, just training mode, online mode, arcade mode, there you go. I mean, I'm just putting it out there, multiple SKU, and maybe it's a good thing, then maybe somebody who's a super fan might double dip. So who knows? I don't know. But the bottom line is, yes, this might be a concern, but again, right now there's conflicting news that it's true, it's not true, 50-50, so who knows? Alright, another follow-up, because in Japan and in Asian territory, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus is out. So the rumor or the report were that the Hong Kong version not only has English text but also English dub. So of course, I've already been following some people who are really fan of this game and decide to buy the Hong Kong version, aka Asian version. Yep, it's confirmed. Full English text and full English dub. So yeah, so apparently there's something wrong with the situation, and Xseed and Marvelous, you guys done goof. What happened there? Oh my god, that is really sad. I mean, it's really sad. But the downside now is, to some extent, is if you really want to play this really bad in English with English dub, the Hong Kong version or Asian territory version apparently is way more expensive import. And a lot of people are now talking, you'll be trying to get a Hong Kong PSN card, you know, those money card type of thing. Yeah, good luck, because now they're running out. People are gouging them, and you know the story, because hey, one of the best games, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, is out now in Asian territory. In America, in the US, it's March the 3rd, and in Europe, no one still knows. So yeah, I think at this point on, I'm still supportive of the English dub. I still stick to, I can understand why this is going on, but this is something wrong here. And this is like a special case, and I don't know what's going on and why. Hopefully Xseed, Marvelous can explain this. And I know a lot of people probably gonna, sad to say, they're probably gonna harass them for this. So yeah, so I'm gonna plan to do a follow-up update video on this and give my thoughts on the whole situation. But yeah, it is confirmed that the Hong Kong version, aka Asian version, have not only English text but also English dub.
So there you go. Those are my thoughts about it. And with that, I'll see you guys later.